Taking the Long Way Home episode Tacoma Far 14, featuring gobsmackingly beautiful beauty, stunning trail angels, snow, more snow, even more frickin' snow, the shadow of Ed Hillary, a couple of lakes, how unusual, and yet again, some other shiz. Lake Ohau. Fairly bloody glorious. Where I've been coming from, coming up into the mountains to the west of Ohau, Lake Ohau, where I had a stunning, just superb night with the wonderful Hugh, Chris, Ray and their wedding couple from the UK, James and Marie, are getting married today. Hugh and Chris and Ray very generously basically sponsored my stay and meals. Unbelievable, it's so cool. So look at this. On October the 4th, 2020, the Barnet Kiln, beautiful bed and breakfast on the shores of Lake Ohau, burned to the ground. Hugh, Chris and Ray lost all of their possessions. They gave me the most amazing evening staying at Ohau before I headed up into the snow. 5 days till Wanaka. Ed, Hillary, no, yes, no, oh, Bruce, oh, Hopkins, no. You know Ed? No, but I played his phys ed teacher in the telly movie about him. Bloody hell, that has to be maybe about three or four of the most intense hours of Te Araroa thus far. I've just come descending down from a really high pass that I came up after Ohau. It was snowing and I'm trying to follow the footmarks of, I'm assuming, Isaac and Anna, who I had heard were going to be leaving ahead of me this morning. So I'm in their footprints just here. But sidling down around those valleys, I've slipped and fallen, I don't know, a dozen times. My hands are frozen, my feet are frozen. I've stopped and finally got my over-trousers on, and now there's blue sky. I was thinking, holy shit man, you got to get out of here, because I am cold. When you're sidling, you're sliding on tussock, on rocks, you're going straight into bog. I think one of the saving graces for me has been these footprints of the two who have come before me. This has been frickin' intense. And river crossings as well. It's almost warm in the water. This is the day post the snowstorm. Fairly shattered a little bit. Just tripped over, full forward, knee onto a rock. Unbelievable. Perfect example of how Te Araroa demands full attention. Full attention. Day 2 in the snow. At least it's a well-defined track today. That's where I've come from, and this is where we're heading. This has been about 3 hours in the snow now. Sometimes you just go straight down up to your thigh. I had a good fall just before I crested Martha Saddle, and I've really gave my left knee, just above my left knee and my left thigh, a good bruising. Hard work, but I'm here by choice. So no grizzling, sort of like Ed Hillary at kindergarten. It's after 4 o'clock. This is where I've got to get to. Down there. This is where I've come from. So down here, this spur, my plastered finger, just down there, pretty much straight up. And here's the kind of climb. It's ridiculous. Crazy shit. That was a brutal 2-hour climb out of the river. That's the backyard from the hut. Stodie's hut. Just up there. Je suis knackered. That valley from way up to the left, right to the right. Right down on the bottom of that valley. That's where it came from yesterday. Pakituhi hut is where I'm going to head to, and then walk out from there to Gladstone Road. There's the windows. Relentless, and that was a fall. Woo. Concentrate! Just come over that little bit of a saddle there from the Pakitui hut. I had a little lunch break, and this is what greets you. Lake Hawea. I was here. I is here. So just come down that ridgeline there, back over this little peak, just down here. Then we carry on and we go down that ridge line right along those peaks, and then there's a real steep bit after that, and there's some weather coming in, so I better get going. A little bit of what seems like rainy stuff happening. Beautiful Lake Hawea. Do your thing, Lake Hawea. Beautiful. Sidling down here, another bluff there. Hawea's getting closer. Tuhinga ka whai mai. Next episode Tekau Marima 15, from Lake Wanaka on the stunning Motatapu track to Arrowtown through land once owned by Shania Twain and now owned by her former partner Robert Mutt Lang. I also invite you to share this series, Taking the Long Way Home, with any peeps you feel may enjoy it. I send my love to all the folks at Lake Ohau who lost their homes in the recent devastating fire, but especially Hugh, Chris and Ray. Thanks Free Music Archive and Selva Demar Reggae Ihad. Laters.